Trump has handed Putin major victories in Syria and Ukraine without receiving anything in return, says former ambassador to Russia.
Here's a summary of the article.
A former U.S. ambassador to Russia has said that President Donald Trump is being consistently bested by Russian President Vladimir Putin on the foreign policy battlefield, handing the strongman leader multiple geopolitical victories while getting nothing for the U.S. in return. Trump is currently grappling with two foreign policy scandals: his efforts to pressure the Ukrainian government into investigating 2020 rival Joe Biden by withholding hundreds of millions of dollars in military aid, and his abrupt withdrawal of U.S. forces from northeastern Syria, which left America's Kurdish-led allies defenseless in the face of a Turkish invasion. All have fallen by the wayside, replaced with Trump loyalists who facilitate his increasingly erratic foreign policy instincts. Trump did not suddenly align the U.S. with Russia as some had feared, and asserted eventually the administration's support for NATO. But as his presidency has worn on, Trump's foreign policy has become more questionable, especially on anything involving Russia. The former ambassador said in the past year in particular, Trump has eroded the normal national security decision-making process, marginalized the professionals who usually shape and execute U.S. foreign policy, and placed his private interests and ill-informed personal theories often shaped by disinformation and conspiracy yarns above all else. Trump politicized and weakened American military assistance to Ukraine. The recording depicted Zelensky as a deferential and weak leader, and Trump's subsequent defense of his actions by casting Ukraine as riddled with corruption and intrigue further damaged the country's reputation. In the two biggest arenas of U.S.-Russian conflict over the last decade, Ukraine and Syria, Trump has just handed Putin and his allies major victories, without a fight and without receiving anything in return, McFaul concluded.
This post received a score of 12,733, with an upvote ratio of 91%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than Trump has handed Putin major victories in Syria and Ukraine without receiving anything in return. He got to keep his name on the Trump Tower in Turkey, continue his funding stream from the Russian mafia, and keep hope alive for a Trump Tower Moscow. Trump did get something in return. It's the country that got screwed.
Yeah, he got something in return. His blackmail wasn't released.
Came here to say this.
Me too, plus don't forget the shit. How Putin scammed Trump makes even a Nigerian prince blush. Smiling face.
Nothing in return. Trump just got paid first, with his presidency. This is paying the debt.
I do not believe you. Donald Trump would never, ever do anything like this. I mean, he doesn't even pay his contractors after a job is completed. Why would he pay back Putin?
Because he's prepaying for whatever Putin is going to do in 2020. I'm not too concerned about Russian bots unless Biden or another neolib wins the primaries. Because then Russia is going to flood FB with pro-Bernie protest vote memes, which is going to turn into 4 more years of Trump. I'm a Bernie fan myself, but damn, our righteous anger got hijacked in 2016. I begged my fellow progressives to vote for Clinton and their answer was, I respect how much sense your POV makes but no.
Clinton shot herself in the foot twice, then amputated the foot with the "he aims low we aim high" method of political campaign. Mrs. Clinton, it has been proven, over and over and over again, that negative campaign ads work. The fact she put out an anti-Trump ad, that to Trump supporters was actually a pro-Trump ad, in a swing state, was what lost her the election. Her behavior after the DNC was found to be biased only confirmed it and added fuel to the hate fire. Hiring Debbie Wasserman Schultz after she resigned in disgrace from the DNC was the ultimate "I don't forget my loyal servants" move and was a middle finger to every Bernie supporter. The Russian bots didn't need to do much, just push facts.
It's like Trump owes Putin a lot of money.
Trump doesn't care about money or making good on deals. He doesn't care if he looks like an ass and he can't be shamed. What he cares about is looking manly and macho. Putin has something on Trump that will make him look like a bitch. My guess is that there is a P-tape, but it's probably people pissing on him, maybe even dudes.
That just sounds like the plot to a really shitty movie.
That is the other tape.
This is why Pelosi told Trump right to his face, "All roads with you lead to Putin." Source.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.